WWE is full of unforgettable moments. Championships won, streaks broken, legends born. But nothing hits harder than betrayal. It's when trust is shattered, friendships are destroyed, and everything a superstar once stood for comes crashing down. These moments don't just change careers, they break hearts. These are the saddest betrayals in WWE history. Let's start with one of the most iconic betrayals of all time, Shawn Michaels. Turning on Marty Jannetty, together they were known as the Rockers, young, high-flying, and full of charisma. They were the tag team fans believed would never fall apart. But in 1992, during an interview segment at Brutus Beefcake's barbershop, everything changed. Michaels seemed to reconcile with Jannetty, until he suddenly delivered sweet chin music straight to his partner's face. And, as if that wasn't enough, he threw Marty through a glass window. It was cruel, it was shocking, and it was unforgettable. That wasn't just the end of the Rockers. It was the birth of the heartbreak. But fans never forgot the way it ended. Next, we go to a betrayal that changed the future of WWE. Forever, Seth Rollins, turning on the Shield. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Rollins had taken over the WWE as a dominant trio. They were more than just teammates, they were brothers. Fans felt like nothing could break them apart. But one night in 2014, just after they defeated Evolution, it happened. As Triple H stood smugly on the ramp, Rollins struck. He took a steel chair and blasted Roman Reigns in the back. Then Ambrose. The arena fell silent. This wasn't just a heel turn. It was the destruction of a brotherhood. Rollins joined the Authority and sold his soul for power. The Shield would never be the same again. One of the most painful betrayals came not from hate, but from false friendship. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens were comedy gold. Best friends who constantly made fans laugh during their run on Raw. They had each other's backs, defended their titles, and even created the infamous List of Jericho. Then came the Festival of Friendship. Jericho had poured his heart into the celebration, honoring Owens with ridiculous gifts and kind words. But at the end, Owens handed Jericho a new list, and when Jericho looked at it, he asked, "Why is my name on this?" Seconds later, Owens destroyed him. The segment ended with Jericho lying in a heap, not just beaten, but heartbroken. It was one of the most emotional betrayals in modern WWE. Another painful moment in WWE history came when Tommaso turned on Johnny Gargano. Together, they were DIY, a tag team built on loyalty, resilience, and heart. After climbing their way to an epic match at NXT TakeOver, the two had just lost a brutal fight. Fans stood and cheered for their effort, thinking it was just the beginning of their rise. But as Gargano stood at the top of the ramp, Ciampa attacked. The crowd gasped. Their hero had just been betrayed by his closest friend.